Hi, I'm John Garman.
And I'm Dana Hunt, and welcome to SRJC News.
We'll get right to the news. The chihuahua that was found in the dumpster here at the JC has died tragically from cardiac arrest. The puppy was named Darla. At the Sonoma County shelter, she died on Monday after undergoing an intense surgery to try to fix her 2 broken legs. Animal Services Director John Skeel had this to say: "It has helped bring attention to all the other animals who are neglected and abused in our community. She did not die in vain. A $2,000 reward is now being offered for anyone who has information on the suspect of the dog's abuse and abandonment. Please call the number on the screen if you have any information at 707-565-7100.
In other news, here in Sonoma County, the hummingbird migration has started, and one local resident has been helping the birds prepare for their long journey. Our news team has the latest.
Hi, my name is Debbie Handy, and we are here at my home in my backyard in Cloverdale, California. And this morning we're out here with my Anna's hummingbirds. I have lived here for 4 years, and I started off with 1 hummingbird feeder. Right now I'm up to 8. I have 7 in the backyard and 1 in the front. It started, I was refilling my 1 feeder about 8 times a day, and so I just kept adding 1 feeder, 2 feeders, and now I'm up to the 8. They're pretty thirsty. I think part of it's due to the drought in California right now. So there's not enough of their natural flowers and things for them to feed on, but they do also feed on insects. I think the juveniles right now are filling up and really eating a lot more than normally because they're getting ready to migrate down to Mexico. They'll be leaving me shortly, probably in about a month. The Anna's hummingbirds are really fun hummingbirds. The males have a magenta head and neck, and in the right light, it will also look dark red to black. The females are a lot duller, and they have a magenta patch just on the center little area of their throat. And they happen to have a great place to sleep. I have 2 giant oak trees next door, and that's where they prominently love to nest and live. And they're pretty protected up there. The only nuisance they have on their feeders is bees, yellow jackets, and at the moment I've had trouble with squirrels. They love to knock down my feeders. So I'm in the process of working on that and moving them and relocating them to keep them away from my feeders. Right now I'm up to about 20 pounds of sugar a week, keeping these guys fed and happy for their trip down south. The ratio I use to feed them and make their nectar is 4 cups water to 1 cup cane sugar. Unless the bag is marked cane sugar, you'll be buying beet sugar, and allegedly they prefer the cane sugar, so that is what I buy. I like to keep them happy. The most important thing about taking care of these birds is you need to keep the feeders clean. If you don't, they can develop a bacterial infection on their tongue and on their beak, preventing them from being able to eat, and they'll eventually starve to death. So when you have feeders up and you're taking care of these little gorgeous creatures, the main thing is to keep them spotless, and I can't say enough about that.
In honor of Veterans Day, we would like to honor America's oldest veteran, Frank Livingston, who is 110 years old. On November 12th, he was born in 1905, and he lives in Louisiana. And in 1942, he enlisted in the Army, serving as a private in the Second World War. He was recently sent a letter from the White House thanking him for his service and congratulating him on a happy birthday. He gave reporters some words of wisdom that he's learned over his long years, and those words were to always be honest. Well, thank you, Frank, and have a happy birthday.
Here at the JC, we have many different and interesting classes that very few know of on campus. For example, The planetarium hosts large amounts of stargazing classes and events. Our team has the latest on this hidden gem.
Few Santa Rosa students are aware of the planetarium on campus, and even fewer are aware of the shows that they put on for the public. Today I sat down with Ed and Travis to get a closer look at how the planetarium works.
How'd the planetarium get here? It was put in 1979, and that was a project by a gentleman who was the lead astronomy instructor here by the name of Jerry Waxman. He had come up here from Southern California, and it was kind of his goal when this whole center area was put in to add a planetarium. And so this was kind of his pet project, but it was basically Jerry Waxman and his efforts that we end up with this very nice 40-foot wide planetarium on the Santa Rosa Junior College campus.
There aren't many planetariums as good as ours for a very long ways away, and it's surprising how often new people for the first time have come to the show will come up and say, wow, I had no idea that this planetarium was here. I'll for sure be coming back. Yeah, right now we're doing a show on Hubble, 25 years of Hubble since it's been in space for 25 years now, and just the sheer amount of information about the universe that we have learned from this single piece of scientific equipment is just, it's staggering when you think about it. And you know, the 25th year anniversary seemed like a good time to put that on. Perfectly honest, Ed does most of the work with putting the shows together. I certainly have some input. He likes to, you know, go over everything with me, and you know, we agree on things. Say, maybe we should leave that out. So it is a collaborative effort, but he is really the man behind the real creation of the shows.
Well, this is the control console for the planetarium. This is where basically all the displays and the action takes place. We have over here, and this is what we call a bay. This is all of our audio that we use for mics and background music. We use special effects, things like that. Some zoom projectors here, and another unit over here that shows a comet coming in. So that's basically kind of the two-bit tour, as they say, of the console. Actually, we do get quite a few very positive comments about our shows. Teachers comment all the time that this is the only place left that they feel that they can go and get a live educational experience with the questions and answers and follow-up information. And our public shows, our general public always seems to have very positive comments about our programs. They're interesting, they're educational, and they're entertaining.
When I came here, I thought it wouldn't be very interesting, like kind of boring, but it turned out to be really cool. Like seeing all those stars and learning a lot about the telescope and how it was built and why, and just learning about galaxies and stars and all that stuff. It's really interesting.
I really liked the explanations of different things because I don't understand them very well. Like the implosion and explosion and all the different weird things. Yeah, I liked it all.
So you like the show?
Yeah.
And would you come back to another planetarium show?
Yeah.
The most rewarding aspect would be when people come up and let me know not only was it a good show, which is always nice to hear, of course, but that they really learned something and that they were maybe in some way inspired by it. You know, that there was a sense of awe there in what they learned. And that to me is uplifting. That's a big part of the pleasure of doing what I do, is feeling like I've inspired someone, at least in some small way.
I just encourage people to come in and enjoy our programs. I'd love to have, we'd love to fill this place till we have to turn people away every time.
Yeah, of course. Well, thank you so much.
You bet, thanks.
Right. The SRJC Planetarium is amazing in itself, and not only the people who work there every day, but the people who work to put on these shows know just how amazing it is. This has been Laura with the Oak Leaf Online, covering the planetarium and the Hubble at 25 show. Thank you.
JC sports are in full swing, with men's soccer beating Modesto 4-0 and tied against American River College. Our team plays on Friday the 13th against Consum's River College. Women's soccer beat Sac City and San Joaquin Delta and plays at Modesto on the 13th as well. Our Bear Cub football team beat Foothill 50-13 and will play their last game against Diablo Valley College on the 14th of this month. And women's volleyball lost to Sierra but defeated Modesto. They will play against Consum's on the 13th. And that's all the sports we have for you today. Now let's go to our weather person, Thomas Rivas, with our national and local weather.
When you see it, go ahead.
Thank you, John. And let's take a look at the weather throughout the United States. We'll start over here in California, where we've had a drought for the past summer, and now as we're getting into December, we're starting to get a weather front coming into the West Coast, which is great for the drought problem that we have. And we have a front coming in from Canada. As you see, it's coming all the way down into Arizona. And on the East Coast, we have light showers and a little bit possible thunderstorms down here towards the eastern part of Texas. And now to the 7-day forecast. Today here in Sonoma County, we're at 63 degrees. It's a little sunny and we got a few clouds. And the next 4 or 5 days till Saturday, we're going to have off and on possible chances of light showers. Sunday, expect clear blue skies. And next week, thankfully, we'll have some rain on Tuesday. And back to you, John.
Well, thank you, Thomas. That's all the time we have for today. Thank you for watching. I'm John Garman.
And I'm Dana Hunt. Thank you for watching. This is SRJC News.
Thank you for watching this edition of SRG News. Join us next time.